problem that continues to rank Oklahoma as one of the worst states in the nation. I'm talking now about domestic violence. But now some experts believe they have a tool to prevent the abuse before it turns deadly. News 9's John Jordan got a good look at it and has more. John?
Well, Amanda, it's an issue that doesn't just affect those immediately involved. Domestic violence has turned into a serious healthcare issue, with victims filling up emergency rooms every day. As a result, costing Americans hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. We see it all too often. Just recently, an ongoing domestic fight ends in tragedy at this Midwest City apartment complex.
I heard the girl say screaming, no, 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 and then all I heard was just pop, 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 pop.
29-year-old Patrick Ball shoots and kills the mother of his 1-year-old daughter before turning the gun on himself.
It's a man that took a lot, and it got to the point where he couldn't take any more.
How deadly in domestic violence in Oklahoma? Very.
Dr. Janet Wilson says what happened to Amber Wright is the end result for dozens of domestic violence victims every year in Oklahoma. That's why she worked with several others to come up with this, an 11-item questionnaire
that asks, at the scene of the domestic violence incident, how dangerous will this be? And how, what are the chances, probabilities that somebody will die in this incident? So this could save lives.
The questions are asked by first responders.
Depending upon how they answer the questions, it can trigger a protocol, our protocol, which we will contact our 1-800 hotline, domestic violence hotline, that has been set up for us.
It may seem like a simple idea, but to survivors of domestic violence, the questionnaire is a life-saving tool.
I've read over the 11 questions, and I answered yes to 9 out of the 11 questions.
Shelley Collins was in a relationship lasting more than a decade before she was shot multiple times and left for dead. She says the questionnaire could have prevented her incident and what happened in Midwest City.
If they had had this tool, it would have helped, I believe, for me to know how dangerous things were beforehand, before I was actually shot.
And right now, the questionnaire is still part of an ongoing study, so while those like Dr. Wilson say the questionnaire is effective, they are still collecting information to prove just how effective. Amanda?
All right, John, and currently Oklahoma ranks 15th in the nation in the number of women murdered by men. Researchers say many of those stem from incidents of domestic violence.
Topping our